All right, y'all. Faculty Lounge Podcast. Before we get started with the episode, we got an interview coming for y'all. We got a boxer today, Josh Hernandez, friend of the show. We just gonna let y'all get to know him and about his bout coming up on January 26th. We got him on the line, so let's jump right into it.
Yep. So what's up, Josh?
What's up, man? How you doing?
Pretty good. We over here living life and loving it in the faculty
it.
lounge.
You know it.
So
Great.
so you got a big fight coming up on the 26th of this month at the Barclays in New York City. Is this
Yes, I do.
and is this your first out of town fight?
As a professional, yes. As an amateur fighter, I fought in Vegas, fought in Ohio, fought Wisconsin, Iowa, different places as an amateur. But as a pro fighter, this is definitely the first time I'm fighting out of town, and definitely the biggest fight of my career.
So I was wondering how is it, as you said, it's the biggest fight of your professional career, but being that it's the Barclays, man, this is like top tier. This is like one of the biggest markets in the world, man. What's the biggest pressure you feel coming on for the bout on the 26th?
Yeah, I know you're right. It is a big card, a huge opportunity. Right now, the Barclays Center is like the new mecca of boxing as far as venues goes.
Absolutely.
And for me, I just feel blessed. I'm grateful for the opportunity. I don't have any worries, so I don't look at it as something to be worried about. I just feel that all I have to do is show up, be myself, and fight my fight. And the thing is, I have nothing to lose,
Yeah.
I'm fighting this kid in his hometown of Brooklyn. I'm a fighter from Chicago, and they got him, tabbed as the next big thing, top prospect. So for me, all I gotta do is show up and do my job, man. All the pressure's on him.
Yeah, because I was looking at we checked out some of his highlights, and we also were looking at yours, and this is a tough kid, and I'm looking at you. One thing I know, because I've come to one of your fights. It was a Windy City boxing fight at UIC, man. You are not afraid of that contact, man, and you always coming forward, man. That's I don't know if you checked out Pacquiao and Broner last night.
Of course, yeah, I did watch it.
Yeah, man. I just coming from that and then looking at you, it's like, man, this is what we want when we watch boxing, man. We want the contact, we want the exchanges, we want fighters that's gonna come forward, man. And you both of you guys bring a lot to the table. So I, for one, am excited.
Yeah, it should be a great fight. Our styles definitely match up. He has his strengths, I have mine. And to be honest with you, I do see it. I do see it as whoever shows up the best man that night, will win. I don't feel like he's any better than me. I don't. Like I said, I'm just going into this fight very calm, cool, and whatever's meant to be will be, man. I know as long as I stick to my game plan, I should have a successful night.
So I'm wondering. So, how many professional fights have you had so far?
9. I'm 8-1 with 7 knockouts. This would be my 10th fight.
Okay, what's the big difference between the amateur level and the pro level?
The biggest difference, like competitively, is the glove size. So the gloves are really small, 8-ounce gloves, and the padding distributed differently in the pro gloves. The amateur, a lot of the padding is stuffed into the knuckle area. I've stopped guys in the amateurs too, but there's more padding in the knuckle area for the amateur fight. As far as mental differences, it's just bigger stages. I fought on big cards already here in Chicago. It's just the mental part, and when you fight in your hometown, you gotta sell tickets.
Yeah.
At least I do. So that's kind of like the stressful part. People always wait to the last minute, the week of the fight, and you're out there selling tickets. But I'm grateful that I have, my parents who helped me with all that, and I don't have to worry about it.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Yeah.
Now the current state of the sport of boxing is one of great controversy. We've seen a lot of controversial decisions over the past couple of years, and with the UFC being so popular nowadays, what do you think that professional boxing can do to gain favor with the people in 2019? Because I believe with Premier Boxing Champions, boxing is bigger than it's ever been in 2019 for this new generation of fans. What do you think that can be done to hush some of the talk about a lot of the controversy that goes on in the sport?
Well, the past 2 years, 2017, 2018, were both great years for boxing.
Absolutely.
I definitely feel like we're got a good foot going into this year, especially with like you got that DAZN streaming service now.
I am subscribed to DAZN.
Yeah, and they show great fights, and I feel like that's what as far as fighters go, we have to take the hardest fights out there. Like that. At least that's my mindset. Like just take the hard fights, make the fights that the fans want. As long as we're getting paid the right money that we deserve for these fights, which most fighters do, at the higher level, then you should be taking the big fights. Now, once you do take these big fights, then it's out of our hands. We just go in there and perform. But the politics behind the sport, as we all know, has been rough forever. The judges often, sometimes they get these decisions wrong. Sometimes they go to the guy that's worth more money.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
As far as that, as fighters, we got to take the tough fights. And the business side of boxing, they got to stop being so political and give the fights to the fighter that wins the fight, not just the one who makes the most money.
Absolutely.
Yeah, man. I definitely agree with that, man. This whole PC being politically correct, and it just needs to stop all around the board for me. But so you also you just celebrated something else. You just dropped a mixtape, Rush.
Yeah, I did. Yeah.
So now, is Rush an acronym?
No, it's just I went through like we all go through phases in our life where some phases help you grow up more than others, and the mixtape is called Rush just because my whole life, from when I can remember till about 6-7 months ago, my whole life is just moving. You know what I'm saying? And I accomplished a lot of stuff from my young age, but I was never appreciative or grateful or took the time to reflect on my accomplishments. So my whole life has been a rush, you know what I'm saying? Like I've just been rushing through life and not taking the time to just stop and say, to thank God for every day, because every day is a blessing. And
I like that.
That's what went into the mixtape. It's just about, it's a story about growing up with some issues like we all have. It's a story about just love and finding God, my relationship with my God now is just very strong, and it has worked wonders in my life. So that's what the mixtape is about, man. I've always learned how to express myself through writing, and music is a way for me to express my thoughts.
Now, what happened 6-7 months ago that you were able to just finally take a breath after living in a rush your whole life?
Yeah, I graduated from college, and I got my diploma, and I kind of just threw it in my closet. You know what I'm saying? and I'm like, all right, what's next? And then the summer kind of went by, and I hadn't fought at the time in 14 months because I was dealing with promotional contract issues. So I hadn't fought in a year and 2 months. I just graduated college, and I was just like depressed because I'm like, okay, you know, a kid who's always working towards something, now all of a sudden I have nothing to work for. I kind of fell into a depression, you know what I'm saying? And then I never stopped training, so I was training all 14 months, and, you know, fights fell through. We're getting calls for fights, and they would fall through. Just kind of an annoying time in my life. And then my girlfriend of 8 years, we split up, we separated. So it was just like everything was just gone, you know what I'm saying? And I had to really sit back, and those are the type of moments in your life that define you. You know, you're either gonna feel bad for yourself and let it break you down, or you're gonna be, or you can also go the other way, just be self-reflective and grow from it. And I chose the latter, you know, to grow. I chose to grow from it.
Yeah, those make or break moments.
It sounds like you got a lot. You do a lot. You got a lot on your plate. Graduating college, doing the mixtape, and keeping your training up. So you do,
and I have 2 jobs too. So I like to keep moving.
So
you
that's
I like to keep moving. But the thing is, now I'm very just calm. I'm calm. I go through my days. I appreciate every second of it, and I let it be. I let go of things that I don't worry about, and I live in the present moment, because that's all that matters. You know, like, we can't live in the past because it already happened, and the future's already gone. I mean, the future hasn't even happened yet, so why are you worried about it? I found so much peace just living for today, and I choose to live my life that way.
It's interesting that you said, you know, you can't live in the past, you have to live in the present. You have 1 loss on your record. Now, as fighters, you know, it's when it comes to stuff like that, it's all, you got to have a short-term memory. How did it feel taking your first professional loss, and what did you learn from it?
Well, my first pro loss was obviously a bad time as well in my life, and I felt like, man, you know, you kind of sit there and like, you had this whole dream of, like, boxing has this, you know, this era. We were in an era, I feel like we're getting out of it now, where it's like you had to be undefeated and all these things. But it was just more like, man, I lost in my hometown, and I just didn't make that decision. Like, I got stopped, and the fact was that I felt like I could continue in that fight, but the refs, you know, thought otherwise.
Yeah.
But it was just a matter of going forward and finding peace, but finding peace in that and learning from it. Again, just like what I went through 6-7 months ago, I did the same thing then. You know, I sat there, I said, okay, what were my mistakes? We went back in the gym, we fixed my mistakes, and then I came back 3 months later and fought the guy again. And it was crazy because the same thing almost happened, you know? But I got up, I kept fighting, and we won that fight, and I got my redemption. So that's what life's all about, man. You just got to keep fighting, keep moving forward, and have a positive mindset.
Yeah, man. For a fighter, you know, a boxer, you think of boxing as this violent sport. You're a very peaceful guy, and you talk.
Thank you.
Yeah, you talk about peace a lot. Like, it's necessary, kind of, right, to like have peace outside of the ring.
Well, you know, there's a lot of fighters that fighting people are different, man. It's what drives different people. You know, there's fighters that they live a hard life outside in the streets, and they go to the gym as their peace. You get me? Whereas me, I choose to live a peaceful life here because the peace in my mind, being relaxed, helps my performance in the ring. You know, so it's just people vary, people different. They're different from each other, and like I said, some fighters they get a drive out of being this, you know, crazy person outside, and then they just head into the ring with them. So it just depends on the fighter.
So I wanted to before we let you go, I just wanted to ask you about some of the other fights that have taken place last year and this year. So, did you watch Tyson Fury and Deontay Wilder?
Yes, I did.
That
was a good fight.
What were your thoughts on that fight and the decision?
I either say it was a draw or Fury won. I didn't think Wilder won. I think a draw is fair just because Fury did get dropped twice, and a lot of people forget about that, man. Like they forget that that's almost a 4-point swing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
If you get dropped, you lose the round and you lose 2 points. It's not a 10-9 round; it's a 10-8 round. So that does make a difference. And then another thing with big fights like that, it's like with the first Canelo Triple G fight.
Yeah.
Like, people forget the first 4 rounds.
Yep.
Like, they forget rounds 1 through 4. And the thing is with that fight, with the Fury was outboxing Wilder, right, in the first 4 rounds.
Yeah.
So he got all those rounds, but at the end he started to die out.
Mm-hmm.
But a lot of fans, especially fans who don't watch boxing a lot, they go off like round 7 through 12 instead of the first half of the fight. Which the first half of the fight, good fighters put rounds in the bag.
Mm-hmm.
And they put rounds in the bag, and that impacts the decision later on.
Yeah, just watching Fury as the boxer. I was looking at Wilder, and Wilder's the puncher. That's a talent in itself to have that much power in the late rounds to drop a guy that late in the fight after throwing power shots for the whole fight is something to be celebrated. But watching Fury, he was inactive for so long, and to come back with that amount of skill as a pure boxer, man, I think it said a lot about not only where Fury is, but where Wilder is as a boxer.
And it's also credit to him mentally,
Mm-hmm.
That's why a lot of people, cast fighters for being great based off of their skill level, which is good. You know what I'm saying? But the sport of boxing is 99% mental.
Mm-hmm.
It's got a lot to do with mental, and Fury obviously shown that he has a strong mental game, man, to be able to come back from addiction and all that, and to go and fight at a big stage like that and nearly win the fight. If he dropped that last round, he wins the fight.
Yep, he had it in the bag. If it wasn't for that last knockdown, he was walking away with it.
Mm-hmm. With the belt.
Yeah, man. Well, all right, I guess we can let you go, man.
You got anything you want to plug? Tell people where they can find the mixtape or where they can stream the match.
Yep, social media platforms, anything, everything.
Yeah, so they can follow me on all social media at JMH Boxing on all social media. I'll be fighting January 26th in Brooklyn, New York at the Barclays Center on Fox Sports 1. So FS1, if they want to tune in and watch that fight, it'll be on, just tune in at 5 o'clock because the fight starts at 6 p.m. over there in New York, so 5 o'clock here, Chicago time. It should be a good fight. And if you're interested in just listening to some of my music, you can go to soundcloud.com/itsfreedomchicago. It's Freedom Chicago. Music, again, is just something I do I can't work out 24 hours a day. Working out relieves a lot of my stress, but I can't do that all day long. But I like to write poetry, music, read a lot of different books just to keep my mind at peace and keep my mind off of things. So that's where they can find me, and be sure to tune in and check me out next Saturday.
Well, we'll definitely be watching, man. Continued success, man, and hopefully we can do this again soon.
Yeah, man. Next time live in person.
Yeah. My schedule right now is just crazy because it's fight week, but I would love to be there in person. Just chop it up with you guys. I think it'd be great.
Yep.
All right, man.
All right, 26. We're gonna be rooting for you, boy.
Thank you, man. God bless you.
All right,
God
same
bless.
to you. Peace. Josh Hernandez, everybody.
Yeah, man. That's the boy. That's the man.
Yeah, man. You know, I think I'm more of the boxing enthusiast than you.
You definitely are.
Yeah, but it's definitely great and refreshing to hear the boxing perspective, especially what he was talking about as far as having that peace.
Yeah, man. That's something that surprises me about him. Every time I see this young man, he's peaceful.
And you always talk about how, you know, hand-to-hand stuff and...
Yeah. Don't touch me. I don't need to be touched.
Yeah.
You know, I grew up in Chicago on the CTA.
Yeah.
Like, there was always strangers around me. We went to a really big high school, you know, and it's just like, there's always people, like, just bumping into you and touching you and just don't, you know. But for somebody to be in this arena and have so much peace in their heart, you know, and peace of mind, you know.
Take your time now.
I'm a little under the weather, but I'm here.
Yeah.
You know?
And don't get it confused, y'all. Josh Hernandez is a friend of the show.
He is.
All right? So, make sure y'all tune in on Fox Sports 1, the Fox mobile app. It's going to be a great card. You got the return of Keith Thurman. I'm excited about that. Josh is an exciting young fighter. All right? He's always moving forward and pushing the action. So, if you enjoy boxing in any way, shape, or form, this is not a card to be missed. All right, so we got episode 35 coming up for y'all, man.
Yep.
So stay tuned and as always, enjoy.
Yep.
All right, 100 Birdman.
One.